lovely. Hello, family, and welcome. Today, I want to share with you all another video. We're going to be talking about the human labeling system. But first, I want to share with you all my website, the Purpoz Counseling and Wellness Center. And what we do, we provide therapy. And I'm going to read this to you. It says, "Feel like you are falling apart? Let us help you find the missing pieces in your life." Purpoz Counseling and Wellness Center, PCWC, provides a variety of therapeutic counseling services geared towards helping individuals, families, and communities. Our goal is to assist individuals holistically through our transpersonal counseling psychological services. We are also available on Psychology Today. This is my profile. We are willing to work with people. We provide sliding fees and scales. And we also do telehealth as well, especially during COVID-19. So yeah, check me out. I just wanted to make sure you know about my website. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring you to this page about the psychology of colors. I did some videos already about this particular topic, but I want to further expand upon it. I already talked about the color black, why we should not be calling ourselves black, negative connotation because of the negative frequencies in the human language. And I also talked about the color white, why we should not be calling Caucasians white. Instead, we should be calling them something else. Because white means pure and godlike, and that you're speaking positivity towards them when they're not. They're human beings just like us and no different and no special. So in order to equal the playing field in everybody and make it more equal in society, it's best to do that as such. And also, this labeling system as a whole is like a divide. A way of dividing all the races, and that's why we don't make much accomplishments or in the last 400 years is because we're totally fixated on what a person or an individual look like as opposed to what their character is in the inside. Spiritually, we are energy beings. We are more beyond than just the color of our shade. We're more than crayons and Crayola. And I go through this, I explain this all the time. We're more than that. And a lot of times we limit our chances of making ourselves better by limiting and focusing on the physical instead of the mental and the spiritual. And it's quite evident how society is, especially when it comes to this caste system here in the Americas and the history behind it. I was saying, instead of us calling ourselves black, we should be calling ourselves what we really are. We are brown, and pretty much everything is a misnomer here. And this labeling system, like I said, is a way to, marginalize a certain group of people, which is us, the African Americans, into a lower status. And believe it or not, when we speak these labels, we're actually giving ourselves affirmations. Labels are affirmations. And it's like I said, the human language. You're actually casting spells, and I know people don't want to believe that, but spelling, when you send kids to school, they teach them how to spell. They're teaching spelling, how to spell, cast spells. And when you provide labels for themselves, every day you're giving yourself a certain label every time you talk. When you speak Caucasian, you speaking positive energy towards them. That's why I call them gray. I don't call them white because white has too much positive energy for people who are imposing this caste system on us, So that's why I said we should look at other colors besides that. That's just my opinion. Me personally, I don't think anyone of African descent should, or Aboriginal descent should be calling themselves that label. We're more than that. And plus, I believe it's very psychologically and mentally damaging, and it's a form of abuse, verbal abuse. But anyway, the color brown, according to this article, I went over the color black. You all can check that out, and I also went over the color white. I did an earlier video about that. I did that about 2 years ago, actually, and y'all can check it out. And I mean, yeah, I think it was a while ago. But this one, we're going to talk about the color brown. The title of this website is Color Psychology, and the color brown, it says Brown Color Psychology, and it was posted by Dina Perisbula. Hope I'm pronouncing her name correctly. And it was published on August 2018. Okay, so this is a new article, you guys. Well, it's not new, but when I did the original video 2 years ago, they only had the color white and black, and that's why I went over that. But now they're talking about the color brown. Okay, let's get started here. It says, when thinking of colors, you may think of broad spectrums of light with different wavelengths. When you may believe that the light's solely responsibility is to make our world much brighter. While this is partially the case, colors have a much more impact on our lives, and we have led ourselves to believe. Why we like certain colors or dislike others is based on our internal reactions to the color. Take yellow, for instance. Yellow is associated with happiness and sunshine, which, oftentimes this color is given to the Asians. And thus, everyone else enjoyed the color yellow may have joyful personality. A common color that brown is often paired with its nature is green. Together, these colors are compatible of creating nature we all love. While green may represent balance, brown may present stability and assurance in our lives. The color of soil, beautiful pastures. Brown has just equal importance in our lives as other colors. And if we look at our skin tone, we're more of a brown color, and brown, the copper color races were considered earth tone colors, the brown, different hues of brown. If you look it up, you will see that copper, the original copper penny and the metal copper is different ranges of brown. That's the original people. We're more color of the earth. And let's scroll down. It says connotations of the color brown. Brown is often generalized to nature and viewed as solid. It's the color of the earth and soil. Different shades of brown might evoke different emotions or feelings in a person. A warmer brown may cause a person to feel warmth, protection, security, dependability, or resilience. However, a duller shade may evoke the negative emotions such as isolation, sadness, and loneliness. With this large strength, brown often seems like an endless desert and causes chronic negative emotions. And that's true. I can see that. That's why we shouldn't be limiting ourselves to these labels that is cast upon us, because we're much more than that. And instead, we should be speaking positive energy as a whole, which is way beyond our physical shell. Because like I said, we're energy beings, and we should look beyond that. It says here the meaning of preference for the color brown. If brown is the favorite colors, you are more likely to be a very down-to-earth person. It says individuals enjoy the color brown are often kind, practical, nature-loving, friendly, approachable, responsible, cautious, and thoughtful. Brown lovers are mostly reserved and not look for attracting attention to oneself. This individual values the basis of necessities in life rather than luxury and extravagant belongings. Being that brown has a strong connection to nature, being outside may be a very satisfying experience. And this is what, the indigenous people are considered as. And if you look at the different hues of African Americans, these are the ranges that we are. More of a brown color, different shades of brown or copper color. Shades of brown and their personality traits. Browns has numerous shades, and your personal preference for any of these shades may tell a lot about your personality. The two types of brown, light brown and dark brown, encompass vast colors such as mocha, caramel, cinnamon, tawny, and others, different spectrums of the African American community, American Aboriginals. These colors that they mention, mocha, caramel, cinnamon, tawny, and others, are descriptions of us as the people, original people. Here's a short list of personality traits associated with shades in either of these regions. And see, they have a description right here of the different ranges of color. And it says light brown, honesty and instability, dark brown, mature, predictable, and dull. And I'm going to scroll down. We're going to skip on down. This article is sort of lengthy. And it says here, a dominant color in the world. Let's face it, brown is everywhere on this earth. We can see it on land, the soil, even amid our homes. Consequently, brown is one of the most dominant colors in our lives. And that's true. You know, when it comes to humans and, you know, a lot of animals, brown is definitely considered to be a more dominant trait. And it's even seen in genetics. And it says here, regardless, individuals dislike the color brown. They may believe that the color is too drab or dull. However, that is the sheer beauty of brown. It does not like to stay in the spotlight, but give other colors the opportunity to shine. And that's not a good thing, you know, when it comes to labeling. But let's stroll on down. It says, pay attention to how brown appears in the world around you. Every instance of the color has a meaning, whether to be attracting customers to create a natural feel. Even certain phrases involve the color brown, such as brownie points, and having important connotations in our lives. Next time you look to renovate or decorate a certain area of your home, such as a patio containing painting and the wall brown, not only will this give off a certain vibe, but ensure that you feel right at home in the midst of the wild nature. And so, like I said, they just pretty much describe the color brown, and I feel like that's more what we are. We're all different hues of brown. As indigenous aborigines, we're not black. And this labeling system, like I said, is a way of casting negative energies and giving yourself negative affirmations to feel bad about yourself and lower self-esteem and your power, you know, instead of putting yourself in one particular label. Just realize that we're all energy beings and we should be looking beyond skin color and skin tone. And it gets old. I wanted to show another picture to you all to give you another example of what I'm talking about. You know, let me see if I can find it. I hope I didn't move it around. Let me go through here, you guys. I'm trying to remember. That's not it. Well, I don't see it. Here it is. This is what I want to show you all. This is a prime example. Like I was showing this I was reading this article. This article came from let's see here. I want to show it to you guys. I'm getting all over the place. This comes from the Final Call magazine. And they show a picture here, and this picture speaks 1,000 words, with Minister Farrakhan and a Native American, J. Winter Nightwolf. He's a Cherokee Indian. And if you look at them very closely in this photograph, this speaks volume. They call the Indian the brown, the Hispanics brown, and the Indians natives brown, and the red man. But then you look over here at Minister Farrakhan, he's an American Aboriginal. They're about the same color and they look alike. They look like brothers. And if you didn't know anybody, you would think they're family. Okay. And to me, this picture is priceless. It tells me one thing: we're all brown. Okay? There's no such thing as black and brown. We're all brown. And that labeling is stupid. I'm sorry. To me, it doesn't make no sense. Okay, we're the same people. And we're fighting among each other because we want to be on the top of the totem pole, one better than the other. And it's like I said, I like to use this example: crabs in a barrel. Okay, there's plenty to go around for everyone, but we fight among each other because we so individualized and so fixated of doing things on our own instead of working together as a collective. And that's a problem. But I'm hoping that I'm giving a good message across to y'all what I'm talking about. Let me shrink this picture, but I want to give you a up close picture of that. Because I looked at that picture, I said, they look like brothers. They are related to each other. They're like, and one just has his hair longer than the other one. Mr. Farrakhan grow his hair long. It looks just like the Native American. Okay? And it's like a lot of us if you look at the pictures, we all look, it just doesn't make any sense to me. And then like some American Aborigines are lighter than some Hispanics and some natives. And some natives are darker than some American Aborigines. Okay. And some will have coarser hair who are Hispanic, and some American Aborigines have straight hair. But then we still label and casting people in these categories and don't talk to each other and think one group think they're better than the other and don't want to share resources. It's just crazy to me. We're more than a crayon. We're not Crayola. That's the best way to say it. We're not crayons. Okay, we're spiritual energy beings. And this shell that's outside our body is just to keep us here to do our purpose here on this earth plane. When you die, it's gone. You come back to your energy self. But we limit our potential because we're so fixated on what a person look like. But anyway, I would like to see what you all think. I just wanted to point that out to you all. It was just really getting to me, to my core, and I just wanted to point it out. But please like this video and thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Until next time, family, love and peace. Bye-bye.